Hey, my name's Mike, and I live in northern Springfield. And my wife and I, in the fall of 21, decided to put a shed, cabin shed, in our backyard. Last year, when I started putting my tool collection together, we could tell immediately that the garage was filling up very quickly. And the priority has always been for my wife to be able to put her car in the garage. And so we knew that we would have to go with something a little bit bigger. We knew that we had the space in the backyard. Then we started talking about building a shed. So in August of last year, my wife and son, they go to a chiropractor up in Urbana. And I was in the exam room, and our chiropractor, I was telling him about, looking at sheds. And our chiropractor told me that he had Beachy Barnes build him one and to consider actually looking at the company. So I immediately did some research, and I saw the website had a design build, shared that information with my wife, and then we started getting more serious about what type of a shed we were going to build. We decided to go with a 16 by 20. I wanted to do the barn style, but she would prefer to have the front porch. So we went on Beachy Barnes' website and did their design build, and then we met with Shannon later in November. In November of last year, I actually went over to Beachy Barnes to put a deposit down on our design build. And Shannon was able to take me in and show me their showroom. And I was kind of surprised that they even had all that stuff. And it helped me in terms of what I needed and what I did not need. And he talked me out of a particular floor that is actually used for automobiles. And I'm glad that he did that, because the floor that's in there now is perfect for my needs. So when I met with Shannon in November, he had shared some information with me, and he was able to allow me to make a better decision on particular things like the floor. The one thing I wanted that he normally doesn't get asked is hurricane ties. Because of the climate change, I wanted to make sure that they put hurricane ties on the rafters, no problem. The other thing that I needed to have that front porch raised up a little bit, and that was the easy adjustment that they were able to make on the day of the build. And then on the 12-foot workbench that is on one side of the building, I had them raise that just a little bit, so I was able to get underneath it using my wheelchair. The building has met my expectations and then some. The one thing that I was very impressed with was the way they designed the doors. The doors are very solid. One thing that really concerned me was security, and the doors are just phenomenal. I went a step further, and the way they designed those doors, I was able to actually insulate those doors myself, because I wanted to make sure I could use the building 12 months a year. And it worked. I am about 95% done with the sheeting on the walls, and then once that is done, then I will be able to actually start bringing the rest of my things into the building and actually enjoy being able to start making various products, furniture, cabinetry, birdhouses, whatever it might be, along with teaching some very basic classes with some individuals through the organization that I used to work for years ago that provided services to people with developmental disabilities. We've already had a few immediate family members over, or extended family members over the house, and they were very impressed with the building. They asked me who built it, and I told them Beachy Barnes out of Plain City. And I let them know, the day they came in and how organized they were with the build. And then I really think as time goes on and we have more guests over at the house, I am certain that I will be asked a lot of questions about the building, and I will definitely be sharing Beachy Barnes' website link for them to consider.